England ground out a 2-1 victory over a spirited Colombia to reach the Women's World Cup semifinals on Saturday, as goals from Lauren Hemp and Alessia Russo punished defensive errors. Colombia was appearing in this stage of the tournament for the first time, a run sparked by a shock victory over Germany in the group stage, and the Colombians had another favorite rattled when they took an early 1-0 lead after a stunning goal from Leah C. Santos. But, ultimately, the Lionesses came back and hung on to seal their place in the semi-final against Australia. European champion England has struggled to find their stride in the knockout stages, requiring a penalty shootout to defeat Nigeria in the round of 16 before this less than convincing victory against Colombia. But, no matter, they have reached the semi-finals, avoiding the upset to which so many of the other favorites have succumbed, drawing on all the experience they have accumulated under coach Sarina Wiegman, who has lost just one match in her 2 years in charge. We did have to dig deep, absolutely. And I think we've had to dig deep from the first game, goalscorer Russo told broadcaster ITV. And that's what it's like. They, Colombia, have so many talented players that can cause you trouble within a second, but I thought our backline was brilliant. The Lionesses had the better of the early exchanges, but a header from Russo found only the arms of goalkeeper, as did Rachel Daly's effort 15 minutes later. Colombia matched England's attacking intent early on, teenage superstar Linda Caicedo showcasing her now familiar jinking runs, bamboozling defenders in the box, though her shot sailed high over the crossbar. The game turned on its head just before halftime when Colombia, as it has done throughout the tournament, sprinkled some magic on the field. Santos launched an exquisite strike from the right-hand side of the box, and it curled into the net, past the England defense and over the outstretched hands of goalkeeper Mary Earps. Santos was promptly mobbed by her teammates in celebration as Las Cafeteras took a 1-0 lead just before halftime, seemingly halfway to a historic upset. Their lead lasted less than 10 minutes, however, England capitalizing on goalkeeper Catalina Perez's fumble. Hemp was the fastest to react, prodding the ball into the back of the net to equalize just before halftime. Hemp, aged 23 years and 5 days, became the youngest ever player to score for England in a Women's World Cup knockout match, surpassing her teammate Lucy Bronze, who scored in 2015 against Norway at the age of 23 years and 237 days. Both teams seemed to reset a little after the break before England took the lead for the first time in the match from an unlikely position. A long, speculative ball downfield from Georgia Stanway seemed covered by the Colombian defense, but it squirted clear and Russo was on hand to fire the ball into the net. Despite late Colombian pressure, England held on and will now face old rival and tournament co-host Australia in the World Cup semi-final on Wednesday. That game will be played at Sydney Stadium, Australia, also the venue for the quarter-final between England and Colombia, where the Matildas will have the advantage of huge backing from their own fans. It's exciting. What more do you want? Russo said. You want to play against the best teams and, obviously, they're the hosts. I think Colombia had a great fan base out here tonight, so I think we've had a little taste, but I'm so excited. NFL preseason Week 1 scores, highlights, young QBs deliver in 2023 debuts, Steelers WRs make big plays. The NFL's first full weekend of preseason games is underway. There are 6 games on tap for Saturday that include the highly anticipated debuts of rookie quarterbacks Anthony Richardson and Bryce Young. There were several interesting takeaways from Friday's games. Kenny Pickett and the Steelers' offense scored with little difficulty on their only drive against the Buccaneers. Jordan Love threw a touchdown and enjoyed a successful outing in Cincinnati. Commanders quarterback Sam Howell also looked sharp against the Browns. And while he struggled early, Russell Wilson did throw a touchdown pass to Jerry Jeudy on his 4th and final possession in Arizona. You can find their highlights, and others, below as we track every notable play and performance from the NFL's opening week of the preseason. We'll be adding highlights all weekend, so be sure to check back in throughout the weekend to catch all the latest updates.